lakad matatag!
Normally. Scale late game, but I think you're generally going to see more of a lineup that wants to, be able to take objectives. But you called it. It's Ursa.
It comes out. The other one, some of those wave pulls off to give Doom an easier time. DY is going to walk straight up to high ground, rebound into spin, but he's got the Nature's Attendance. The heal's not enough though, and First Blood. It's there for Parker. Old 11 does get the bounty rune here, but it will be 2 for 2 across the board, so advantage Infamous ultis up. Yeah. Very likely going to see that Leo style, like you mentioned, the slight build with the Orb of Corrosion, deal with the puck just by spamming the physical right-click damage.
Every mid player has played so much of this mid matchup on both sides, I feel like. Top lane, PYW. Getting spun
even
down.
with the boost.
Yeah.
Yeah, Parker just comes to fall behind Leo style in the last hits, though. As he also gets his bottle refilled nicely. Spin up top again. Parker just keeps on going for it. He grabs a killing spree. 3 kills for your Jug now. And he's free farming as well. This is scary times.
Yeah.
For Xtreme Gaming.
And it's not like they're doing anything crazy or unexpected. This is just typical Jug lane.
But we're 4 minutes in. This Juggernaut has his phase boots. A quick little stun there from PYW, though. Going to try and keep Old 11 in this lane, but they jump straight back in onto him again. Parker under Affliction, quite a bit of damage. We'll see if Old 11 can get away from this. Does have a salve and a stun from PYW to fall back on, as we do get a kill on Frank down bottom. He's got for 2 points in the Blade Dance, so that means he's not going to get it to like level 7.
Yeah, he's got the level 2 sidekick in lane 2, so he's just going like all in on these right clicks, bonus damage plus crits, and trying to right click down the Doom a bit in lane, but he may be in some trouble now. As the Greed got the better of him.
Spin. It might have, but he turns to find that kill. Dominating, still gonna die. Affliction not close enough by to save his Jug. So that dominating streak finally coming to a close as PYW bullied back by the Marcy. I think that you mentioned. And Infamous, they've got 2 supports up at that top rune spot, waiting for 10 minutes to hit. Yeah. So Leo Stahl can find maybe a nice active rune for himself. But this, of course, continues to leave the Ursa alone down bottom, completely free farming as they do jump DY. Good chain stuns onto the Enchantress, find a snipe onto the Ench.
Take one for the team, especially when you see it's that haste rune that finally comes out. That's the big room for an Ember Spirit. He is out of mana, so he didn't want to actually pop it and use it. He probably wants to try either get a clarity in gaming. You give up a tower or 2 just to get your greed on, get your Midas going, and get some good farm. But they're going to smoke up now. Very unusual smoke timing, considering they're close to, like, Lion's Blink. They're doing this without any kind of blink initiation, and they may pay the price.
Yeah, Lion walked straight back into them. I knew the Moonlight Shadow was there, and Parker with Leo style going to find the Doom as well.
This is
Xtreme might lose the Enchantress under their tier 2, but the coil onto Leo style. Maybe a turnaround play, but he's got Fairy Fire and tons of backup. A cavalry arrives. That is a great glyph. So many projectiles flowing out of Xtreme Gaming side, but they lose 3. Not a single life claimed by them as Infamous just run over them. Yeah. The steamroller is in play.
Honestly, just I think terrible smoke. I don't.
And they are all moving down to bottom, looking like they want to smoke as 4. No vision here from Infamous. They've got like a Tinker Ward on the bottom side of the map. Nothing that's going to see this move coming though. And Parker, he's going to get the BKB off on Leo Stahl. Actually, Leo Stahl just turning and killing one. A 1v4 and the to happen. You kind of require the first couple of Roshans and those Aegises to be in the hands of Ursa here.
Yeah, but very difficult to do. The vision that Infamous can use arrows, can use hawks. Ember can kind of just, frontline with the BKB potentially. I guess you've got to be a little bit careful. Lion's Blink Hex does pose that kind of insta-kill threat that, you have to be very wary of, but it's Infamous who go into the pit here. Enchantress Skeletons can come in to scout this one out, so we could be in for a bit of a fight here.
Yeah, they'll get the vision. Arcane Rune has spawned up at top. Infamous hard committing for the pit though, as the arrow gonna get in onto DUI. Kill the Enchantress first. 1 hero down, Roshan still alive. He's at half HP, and Paparazzi with PYW from the northern side still want to try and find an angle inwards. 11 and low. They're maybe gonna jump in. The roar on the Ursa though, and Roshan's gonna fall, allowing Parker to take the Aegis, and they'll turn on the Ursa and kill him off. Infamous not only get that Aegis for themselves, but kill the Ursa in the process.
Yeah, the vision game, just seeing everything coming in. They had the Hawk over the trees, and he has to enrage that roar. They may go high ground here. They've got everything they really need.
Yeah.
3 minutes on an Aegis. You've got a Lincoln's Jug to kind of siege with, and a Granite Golem to kind of buff everyone up with an extra 15% health. how do you defend this? I just don't think Xtreme Gaming really have the best tools to take a fight here.
It's difficult, and they saw with that arrow the TP in. Parker gets the spin in onto the Lion, and he's going to drop quickly.
Yep.
Buybacks available for PYW, but you've already lost your tier 3. And Leo Stahl placing that aggressive remnant, a signal of intent, saying, hey, you step an inch. You said at the end of the draft, the puck is the wave shove, right? The wave clear is all on Paparazzi.
And he's died 0 times this game, despite some kind of scary heroes on the other team. So far it's been a pretty flawless game from Paparazzi. He's made some decent rotations to kill the Jug in the top lane, but here we go. The Roche standoff begins. They do get the D ward off on the cliff now, so they've regained control of their triangle, but they take an Aaron Ench.
Oh, do we jump in on this? Leo Stahl says, absolutely we do. DY gets cleared through. Parker there with the help of the Roar, just shredding into the Lion, and Paparazzi doesn't even get the kill on Michael. The mech in the leap away, and as low, does turn around onto Frank. But the bash, the damage coming in from this Omni Slash. Juggernaut will aim straight for the Ursa. Another bash to the back of the head. Ursa's dead, and Parker comes out with a double kill as Roshan is about to spawn.
Oh, the creeps have been completely mitigated to at least some extent.
And if we get a bit later, you know, oh my god, Enchantress, no, not like this. Parker just offering so much damage, and the Ursa dead as well.
Yeah.
That's game over, isn't it?
It's got to be.
Parker with a triple kill.
Yeah, they GG out. 32 minutes. This is one of the quicker games we've had, considering how long some of the games on this patch have gone. They just destroy Xtreme Gaming here.
Incredibly speedy gameplay from Infamous. This is where they pick something neither of us have mentioned, and they grab Slot. Huskar.
Let's go. Are they doing it mid? Are they doing it versus the Ember, or is it just going safe lane? Because it is Parker
here, and watch Parker hit creeps.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see now with level 4. I think you're either leveling up Slight or the Flame Guard. So Flame Guard's the more conservative approach. He gets that, and does get some good damage in. They out battling it out here. Parker, it's going to get him very low.
Fire. 6
TP
stacks
home?
of the spears.
He's
TPing home.
Disaster.
Parker gets the first blood, and the tips go his way as well.
TP on cooldown. He's respawning, and he's going to have to do the old walk.
The DP get it, but then you also have this situation, right, where Ember bought bottle, right? DP didn't, so you're not going to have the full utilization out of those bottles because your Ember is parked up in the top lane. Now, Axel does lose his courier. I believe it had boots on it. Yeah, boots and an observer ward. Has to fairy fire and try and run away. Ink swells up. A good move there with the carapace from PYW, allowing Paparazzi to dive. A bit of morale boost there for XG as he also drops the tree to try and block the vision. And Leo Stahl Infamous to push the tier 1 as they try and make it play again bottom. Malefice doesn't lead into the Infernal Blade, and the TP in from PYW trying to catch out Michael. They do lose the Venge, but a 1-for-1 trade in the end. Shadow Fiend a little worse for wear in his bottom lane though, with his earn up for Frank. Some severe problems for the bot spot there for Xtreme.
Yeah, that's not the worst case scenario as far as just losing some supports here, but they need to keep this SF alive and keep him farming. So now they've able to, you know, not get him pushed out entirely from this bottom lane. Frank being level 6, so it does pose a problem for them, and they're going to fix that by rotating in DY. So they've got both supports down here, and they're looking for kills.
They've got Black Hole. Oh, he's got no mana for it, though. Stunned up, and look at Parker. Invis Huskar in with a life break straight towards the Shadow Fiend, and that's another quick kill for Infamous. While PYW gets out his carapace, but slowed to a crawl.
Oh, someone needs to finish him off.
Frank.
There you go.
Idlons. There we go. So Infamous 4 heroes strong down in the bottom lane, get the kills they need, and transfer it into a two-way.
It's a lot of Xtreme Gaming heroes. I mean, they're bringing the whole 5-man unit just to come and defend this T1 mid. Doom's not even there. He's up getting some farming himself, so PYW will catch the Enigma with a nice carapace here.
Alright, good bit of damage, but Huskar back in with a Black Hole to help. The swap already used, but down goes Enigma. Parker's still allowed to get damage flowing in towards Old 11, but the Light Strike Array misses, so Parker dropping quickly, the Huskar's down. They get the big kill they needed. Old 11, a double kill for him, while Michael picks up one for himself, but it's Infamous losing heroes quickly. 3 for 3 so far with a turnaround, though. Leo Stahl, he's the real carry. Forgot about the Lena with her right-click damage. Gets back onto DY, and it's a 4 for 3 in the end.
Yeah, ends up being not too shabby. If you're Infamous, at least you're looking at the
Ogre just to keep his cause topped up in these fights against the physical right click from the SF. Even just the ghost from the DP as well.
Oh, Huskar mid. Is he baiting or is he food?
He looks like food to me. He's going to get caught out by 4 heroes here. Burst into oblivion as Michael Leostal turning on to old 11. Quickly realizing, though, they cannot stand their ground, and Xtreme, they fight back. The swift jump, good swap, finding the big kill they needed.
Yeah, that's a really good find there, using the swap aggressively, knowing that the
Did his farm just a little bit too much.
At the time, I thought it made a lot of sense, but now with where the game's at, I'm like, I think they're in a better position if he does go Boots of Travel and plays, you know, Boots of Travel is best of both worlds. It lets you farm, but also join fights.
They got the SF.
That's a big one.
They got in there with Infernal Blade Inkswell. That is a huge kill onto Loot.
Yeah.
The rest of XG, they do extricate themselves with TPs. But this is now Infamous able to go for tier 1s and, you know, get into that enemy triangle area.
Radiant's top tower.
Like,
This is the big one.
make or break.
Yeah, particularly for Infamous. I think Xtreme Gaming a little bit more room for error with their draft, but if you're Infamous, you're playing the Husker side of things, you need this fight to go your way and to secure this Roshan.
And look at the vision, right? Dire have vision in the enemy triangle. They will see Xtreme Gaming all grouped up. Do they know where the Shadow Fiend is? Did the Sentry see him? He's now hinting Ancients and the Soul Bind. The Double Doom, it comes in. Lou got off his BKB along with the DP. Leo Stahl and Parker jumping in with that big life break hit in, but DY with a swap out. Gets the Shadow Fiend away. Now the Black Hole catches onto the 2. But Xtreme Gaming have managed to get the SF and Ember Spirit away. Trouble being, though, GoDz, is Roshan is seconds away. Blue, silver-edged. Gets the break onto Huskar for a sec. Thinking about the initiation with the Inkswell. Parker just going to return to pushing high ground. Going to lose the Aegis quickly, though, but in comes Michael. Lincoln's popped, Soulbind now. Double Laguna Blade, but Frank can't get the Blink Black Hole he needed. There's a disarm on Huskar. The swap does catch out Michael, so Doom gone. And Paparazzi diving into backlines, looking for Axel. Oh, it is time to scramble and run away. Infamous, you've used BKBs on all your heroes, and Frank doesn't have an opportunity to black hole. Lincoln's there as Parker, BKB TP, he'll get out. But the rest of his squad, not so lucky.
Yeah, Frank didn't go for the TP during his BKB, perhaps thinking the Exorcism was going to shred him down. Get out of here.
Yeah, not worth it. And in the meantime, Roshan's respawned.
They're
so
in there.
Infamous back in the pit. Frank is smoked up, ready to strike, but Affliction getting caught out. A couple of hits in for Paparazzi, and he's down. Buyback from the Grim, but you are correct. Roshan already dead. So Aegis for Parker, Cheese for Leo Style, and a Refresher Shard for Frank's Enigma.
Dream item. You're so happy finding that one over the Aghanim Scepter, and suddenly you've found yourself a nice little win condition here if you're Infamous. You're thinking this double black hole, that gives, like, we can have one get insta-cancelled by a swap and still get that second one off.
Oh, the jump in. They've caught out the Doom. SF offering so much damage, and the Grimstroke, who just bought back, dies back. 3v5 now as Leo Style BKB TPs. Ooh. Parker gonna try to do the same thing. The damage coming, not quite fast enough.
That doesn't feel good.
Oh. Yeah, high ground obs being spam pinged by Affliction. They know it's likely there. Try and play under their own obs for an out. There's Xtreme Gaming. They bring the numbers top. PYW leading the charge, and Parker. Oh, he's a little isolated now. He's caught out with a stun, the silence in. The Aegis pop, the black hole from Frank. Swap out to save those. DY bails out his buddies. PYW and DY both dropping low. And Leo Style opening up with Parker's help to get the SF. They got him. And Frank, he holds on.
Around the Aghanim Shard, but looks like he'll be okay. They're going to completely back off on the side of Infamous. Wait for Black Hole to come back online, as well as Doom. All their ultimates being down does give them a...
Oh, the swap!
Oh, my.
Oh,
no.
Parker thought he was out and free, but he gets swapped back by DY. And they've got the stuns this time to kill off the Huskar.
He did not see that coming. The Radiant Ward on that cliff, and that's a pretty big find, and all of a sudden it's going to be Xtreme Gaming pushing forward on the front foot.
To know that the fact it's only Ember Spirit showing on the map, the rest of Xtreme are somewhere lurking in the shadows. Parker's the one to lead on out again. He's pinging like 300 range in front of him, saying, I'm going here. I'm moving forward, step by step. Wandering up to high ground, sees old 11. Immediate life break in, and pops his BKB quickly. But in comes Paparazzi, finding that immediate snipe onto the Grimstroke yet again. And old 11, he's perfectly fine. Gets back in, the black hole comes, but the Yules is up. He dodges the black hole, and there's the swap. Old 11's out, Frank is down, and Xtreme Gaming, they found all the kills they need so far. Parker, can he escape with a life break to creeps? The magic missile follows him, and now he's broken and taken down.
No buyback on any of them.
Xtreme, they've got this game in the bag now, it feels like.
Surely. Well, let's try and force them. Let's try and make the play happen here. Enigma could have... Does he really have Refresher plus buyback? That's so much gold that they've got to imagine that they're pretty damn safe here. And hitting tier 4s with no buyback, they've got to start really thinking that this game is now in the bag.
Yeah, they've got to know it. And Infamous, they've got to try and throw everything they can in towards them. They try and get in towards old 11, but they blow up the Grim. They'll find the Lina now too. And they'll tie things up Xtreme as Michael will be the last one to fall before the GGs come. We're heading to game 3.
I really doubt that that's the case here, but just keep an eye out for Affliction. As, okay,
Absolutely.
but all 3 lanes,
BO3.
the CS is looking great for Infamous, needs to be said.
Yeah, Parker trying to get the kill onto the Nyx, but he turns around. Oh, Affliction. Verifies us get them the upper hand at long last. Well, Michael continues to feel the struggles of the top lane. Soul Assumption offering a lot of damage, and a good toss back should be able to get them the kill on DY, though, as well as they break that pack of 3 Radiant cores that were all up at the top in terms of last hits. Still a bit of a... Oh, back. Parker. Now he's chased down by the Ion Shells, and old 11 with the final punch gets the take.
Unfortunately, with that action, he wasn't able to come contest mid, but they're still going. Leo?
Yeah, Leo style. Half health. Carapace out from PYW, the Shadow Fiend. He just gets stunned down and killed by Paparazzi's first exorcism, while PYW escapes on 20 HP. Paparazzi diving again. Has another Spirit Siphon to try and finish off the Wyvern and grabs a double kill.
Oh man, what a rotation. And PYW...
Okay. He might be ready to fight, but he doesn't have a TP to like come up top or anything. So it's down to Frank and Affliction to try and burst through Lou here. Michael with that toss back helping out, but the Frost Shield, the save from DY, not enough. The magical damage coming from Frank bursts the Naga Siren down, while the Iron Shelled up PYW. He hounds Michael, gets him back. And Frank with his familiars. And one of them gets gazed. That makes sure that the Lich survives.
He's got him with his stun.
PYW, and he lands it.
I've been kind of read it on XG's wards. Like, this is where they just want to set up the Naga to farm everything. I'll curse a mid.
Yeah, it's a play onto the DP. The Requiem's cancelled though. They tried the toss-back play, and Leo style, he'll pay the price for it. 2 quick kills for XG. It was a nifty attempt here, probably.
Yep.
TP's mid. Requiem is going to come. No, oh no, it's not. Silenced up by that value point. Now the Requiem, but it looks like he's already dead. Michael will try and arrive here with a toss back. DY does get blown up by Parker with the Visage, even the Shadow Fiend with his right clicks. And they're wrapping around the long way. In behind Leo and Michael.
Oh, Michael's trying to tank the gank. Is he going to know that it's going to come from this angle, though?
Oh, I don't think he does. Leo style, he's been stunned and caught. 3 deaths in pretty quick succession here. And Michael is going to be vacuumed back. They'll make sure the Tiny dies as well, even with his avalanche toss. Down he goes. And
Crimson Guard picked up.
Okay,
Finding an angle, maybe.
Blinked and stunned. Well, Curse is there onto him and the Death Prophet, but there's the get out of jail free card you talked about seconds ago. It's Lou with a song, looking for the setup with old Levin having the wall dropped. Familiar's trying to stun and hold them back, but they back in onto Parker. Forced to BKB, but he very wisely doesn't use the meta. Holding on to that for the following fight, which looks like Michael down bottom. He's under an Observer Ward. Scouted out. Avalanche there might have bought him enough time, but with old Levin and DY coming in, he'll clear through Michael before his blink can be purchased, so loses another 100.
Get out and get anything going. I wouldn't even be too surprised to see a gem coming up from Xtreme before too long, just to completely cement that dark map.
And I might see the Lich head into one. Already has his shard, so doesn't need too much in the way of items. And Affliction again, going to queue up a gem for himself on Infamous's side, but he does get caught out with a stun from Nyx. Chain Frost in from DY with that Spire. Clear through the Winter Wyvern while the dive in behind tier 2, looking for Parker's TB. Old 11 and Lou charging forward, kill off the Wraith Pact. Parker does still have Sunder and BKB, but he's blown up quickly. They find the takedown. The Requiem is a good one. As Leo Stahl is gonna help out, but it's just Xtreme running over them. Aegis, yes, does get claimed up, but Leo Stahl dived under his tier 3s. Xtreme are here, clearing through them. PYW with a double kill. And Michael, he'll try an avalanche and defend his objectives. Paparazzi's far too tanky to kill off in his...
POW's got that. He's got an A on disc. He can absolutely just run headlong into Infamous with no care in the world. It's always going to be a song potentially to bail him out. He can face check this high ground.
He just goes up. Carapace, Frost Shield, gets the stun onto Leo Style, and the Shadow Fiend has to BKB run away. It's a good curse there onto Paparazzi, but he gets out his BKB, and a bit of heal from the Darkseer allows Xtreme to keep on chasing. Spirit Siphon is going to come to an end as the Chain Frost, he'll clear through Parker. Affliction joins him in the grave. And a catch onto Frank will allow PYW, Old 11, all the lads from Xtreme Gaming to dive back into tier 3 towers and kill off the Visage. It's 5 to 23 now. And a jump onto Michael. Looks like it might just close out this game. No TB for 30 seconds. Tiny down and out. And Xtreme Gaming on your high ground, already looking to close out the series.
And they looked a little rattled. They were right on the precipice after game number 1.
No way to cross that river. Affliction, he's trying to get in here with a curse. Does find the Nyx Assassin, but here's the song. Lou stops it all in his tracks. There are 3 heroes all grouped up for the vacuum wall of Old 11. They'll get in on top of all 3 cores of Infamous. Chain Frost bouncing in between them, and Paparazzi, he's godlike. Blows up the Visage. Affliction will follow, and Parker, he can try to sunder, but you're being gazed up by the Lich. A buyback's available for the TB, but it feels like this is game over now. Paparazzi does die. Godlike streak taken down by Leo Style. But
there's still a chance. Maybe if he just wants it in the final score screen, you can.
All right,
we can organize that. But
I won with Radiance Naga, taking things back to 2017. They've got the next Darkseer. They've got the jump on Michael. Dive back Tiny, all saved by the Affliction curse. Eon Disc out there from PYW. Now the Chain Frost gonna bounce back in, but Leo Star with a Requiem and the raises. He's killed off PYW, and Lou has to pop the song. Do they TP out or do they fight? They want to fight. The wall and the vacuum. Old 11 lines it up. Does grab Leo Stahl and Parker. And the Shadow Fiend quickly sundered. Saved up a little bit, but the damage. The onslaught from Xtreme. It is just too much to handle. Frank trying to fly over the cliff tops away with Affliction in tow. A smoke up defensively to wrap back around into their own base. But GG is called as they'll lose out here in game 3. Xtreme Gaming showing what they're made of in this series and taking it in the last.
Right.